Thank you. Our next speaker is Dr. Aqsa from Indonesia, Airlangga University. Today, he's our long-term friend. He hosts many interesting sessions in the previous APAN meeting, and particularly in the dental session. So today, he changed his session to our technology session. Welcome, Dr. Aqsa. And he is going to talking about a challenge to archive reliable online exams. Dr. Aqsa, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chiang. Thank you, moderators. Good afternoon, everybody. It's an honor to share my experience to apply e-learning program in my institution, especially in the pandemic era. Different with Dr. Lukman, this presentation is not technical knowledge, but it would be a sharing session.
Okay, we can see your slide properly.
Okay, thank you. I was assigned to develop the e-learning system in my institution in 2014. And then when the system was established, I was asked to promote and introduce the application to all the professors in my university. I trained them and persuade them to use the system for their works, for their academic works. And I found that it was tough in the beginning. While I introduced the e-learning system for everybody, it was tough, as everybody thought that the conventional class, conventional methods cannot be replaced by e-learning. Some of them also thought that the e-learning is an extra works for them and not efficient. And most people at the time did not think that someday everybody will use e-learning for their works, just like we have today. Since last year, I was not involved in the e-learning things, as they assigned me as a head of department. But some people still often come to me and have consultation about online learning. We use a free version of Moodle, and we also synchronize the application with our academic database. And we also provide the mobile version application for more flexibility. This is the look of our portal. The utilities before pandemics is quite low. The maximum utility is about 24%, but after the pandemic, now the utility is 100%. It means that all professors, all lecturers in the university use the e-learning to work. It means that we need to upgrade our system and optimize our software, and to give assistance for those who have problems and need help. We also provide task force and help desk. Okay, that was our background. And as I mentioned earlier, that I am not talking about the system, I'm not talking about the technology itself. I'm talking about the new problems that we face after we apply the full e-learning in the pandemic. I will start to underline and stress that the transition from classical learning to e-learning may create some problems, at least from our experience. Everybody was shocked to find that the the result of quiz and examination scores are very excellent. I also found that students use artificial intelligence-based portals to help them finishing their works and assignment. That will be a particular problem in online learning. We can find many websites that provide tools to make essay, to make rephrase, to make essay, essay to writing assignment, to make rephrase, rewrite, to make another version of an article, which would help a lot to finish works for students. They just put some words or some part of the article and let the artificial intelligence-based website work to help students to finish their works. As young people, students also have forums to discuss and share tricks in online learning. And sadly, most teachers are not aware about it. These facts, will create some consequences. And the very bad thing is, I'm afraid that if there were too many fraud in the class, then the quality of education would be questionable. Maybe people will not trust our product. People will not trust our graduates just because our system is not really reliable to produce the good quality of graduates. For example, the student can trick their presence to in the online class. I think everybody knows the trick. They make screenshot or video in front of the camera and make it as a virtual background and let the camera close. So the teachers cannot recognize, or hardly hard to recognize, to make a decision whether the student really present in the class or not. I think this trick is widely used by students in the world. I don't know in Japan they use the trick or not, but here in Indonesia, I think everybody use the trick. So the teachers must be careful for this situation. Also, the student can also trick assignments. They widely use artificial-based student portals. Like, I can give some examples here. Get digest, resumers, summarize this. These websites help students to make article summaries. Very easy. You just copy and paste the article, and the AI machine in the website will create the summaries without any work, without doing anything. We also have Smoothing like SpeedWrite and Quillbot. Yeah. The websites also provides some tools to make rewrite, to make rephrase for the student. And the student will not do anything to get their work finished. And sadly, the teachers usually don't realize that their student use this facility for finish their assignments. The next one is the latest one is the Shortly AI or essay bot. This is an essay maker. If you put some keywords in their website, for example, inflammation, the Shortly AI machine will create some article or writings about inflammation. and it is cannot be a track that it is same or not the same with other writing in the websites. The artificial intelligence makes their essay by themselves based on the keywords provided by students. I give you some example here. To make a summary article summary, the student only need to copy and paste the article that the teacher asked them to make the summary, and the machine will make the summary. Very easy. Also, if teachers ask student to make paraphrase, rewrite, the student also copy, paste, and the website finish their work. And it is plagiarism free. I don't know. You if you are a teacher, you worry about this or not. And I try to test these things to make some article, and it is approved by the editor. This one, shortly AI, yeah. The student only need to write or to fill the keywords and let the machine work. Write about the work. Write everything about the keywords, the topics. And if the writing is too short, we can ask for more. How many pages? It's up to you. Yeah. So I don't know. I think not every teacher aware about the situation. Now, how students take online tests or online exams? They work together using Google Doc, using chat applications, and the last one they use Discord application. Discord application, the application to allow the student to make voice communication. So if you ask the student to turn off their microphone, they actually communicate each other by voice. So the trick is for teachers, you have to ask students to turn on their microphone. In my case, the first semester after the pandemic period, all online tests of all students are excellent, nearly perfect, almost perfect. I think it's particularly perfect. Yeah. What did I do to handle this situation? How to cope this situation? We have to recognize the fact that prolonged lockdown and extended study from home and online learning maybe happen for a long time. It means that we use online learning for a long time, and the role of the teacher must be expanded. If teachers do not realize the condition, the education quality will questionable. Teacher must be aware and more creative in this situation. What did I do for my experience to cope this situation? We set up the learning management system to shuffle the question in the examination. We shuffle the question and the answers. We also use the safe exam browser that do not allow student to open other application in their laptop other than browser that they use for examination, for the test. And also we set one question in one page, sequential. They cannot go back to the previous page. And then we also apply the limited working time. One question in one page make the student cannot go back to the previous page. It makes students almost impossible to share question and answer between them. Yeah, this is the visual of our setting. We set the one page for one question and sequential, and we check the safe exam browser. So the visual should be like this. I also check the shuffle, make the question shuffle. And it will be look like this. Remember that you can only see the next page. You cannot see the previous page. It means you cannot go back to the previous questions. We cannot go back. Student cannot go back to the previous question. Just next question. One page per one question, and everything is shuffled. I also make requirement for the students' equipment. They have to use second camera, external webcam or mobile phones. Yeah, the Zoom cam must cover the student working area, and the microphone must be on. It look like this. You can see that we can see the teacher can see the working area of the student, and the microphone should be on. Yeah. So we can see what their laptops show, what the display of their laptops, the appearance of their on the desk. No phones, no books, no notes on the desk. And the students are not allowed to leave the meeting, not allowed to close the camera, not allowed to disappear from camera view, and not allowed to turn off the microphones. And what we got? The score is hopefully fair. But based on the situation, in my opinion, we cannot blame anybody in the situation. However, we hope our students will be people with integrity also, of course. As teacher, we should aware that our students are growing in the era of everything is easily provided in the internet. They can find the trick in the website, forums, and social media. So everything is like, to be served in the front of their eyes. They just use it. they just use the facility. So I cannot blame the student for this situation. Yeah, we as the teacher must be more active to improve ourselves and aware to and have to be aware to the situation. Come to social media, come to the online forum, find the tricks that maybe never end. It keep moving. Tricks keep moving. Teacher also should be keep moving to produce the reliable education. Thank you for the Medical Technology Committee for having me in this session. It is a wonderful opportunity to share this topic with you. Hopefully my presentation could help teachers who might have some problems with us while conducting online learning in the pandemic. And stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, Dr. Aqsa. This was a wonderful and very interesting talk. And we really, see how hard for nowadays a teacher, how to access our student. And we appreciate your hard work and things is work. And really, we're hoping in the future, our trained future doctor can be well equipped by the doctors, the teacher, hard working. So any question from the floor and any question for Dr. Aqsa for his interesting talk?
Hi, Dr. Aqsa.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, it looks very technically sound system. I have two questions. Whether this system is approved by the educational department from the government side, and all the students are supposed to connect on two systems to operate two cameras. How that works?
No, the first one is our system, our application is provided by the university. It is an Moodle LMS. Yeah, I believe you understand about that. Yeah. And while we organize the examination, the laptop will be used for learning management system for opening the LMS. Yeah, and then we need the student to have a camera from handphone or from webcam. Okay. To shoot their working area.
Got it. So laptop need not have use the laptop camera. Laptop is only for the attending the exam, and the camera can be external camera.
For yeah.
Thank you.
This is an easy and cheap, I think, trick to handle the situation, because I don't know what in the situation in India, but I think everybody in the world, they have
everything is online now.
Yeah, I think that's human nature. Yeah, we also had a few months ago we had a talk from another doctor. Actually, he's a medical physicist. They're doing some certification work, and they do have some oral examination besides the written examination. So the oral, you have to do it remotely. So that's their solution is using two camera, one face to face in front of the examiner, and the other one is to monitor the room situation in case someone behind you to give you the good answer. So that's people. We always new challenge, and that's I think that's yeah. So we did hear this story from it's an international certificate board of medical physicists. So I do have that kind of his talk on our website. I can share with you later. Okay, any more question for Dr. Aqsa? Yeah, okay? Please.
Okay.
Please.
This is information from previous e-learning studies. It's said that if students are tended, well, for example, if the exams are weighted too high, students are tended to cheat, and so it's better to weight the final exam a little lower than online, I mean, in-class exams. So the students are not tended to cheat. And another way is to increase the including discussion based lectures into the classroom, so the students can carry out group discussions, and they are graded on the group discussions. So there's no need to cheat. So that's one way of going on with this trend of e-learning in this new era. So it's just a little comment.
Thank you. Okay, any more question? Due to the time constraint, so let's give Dr. Akra a big hand, and let's move to the next session.